know you love us.
It's okay.
We love us too.
The Mix 94.3.
And it's time right now for something we do this time each week. It's called our Dear John Letters.
Dear John, Dear John.
And our Dear John letter today comes from Concerned Older Brother. You ready for this one?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Dear John, I'm struggling with some choices that my younger brother has been making. Growing up, we were never too close. He's about 15 years younger than I am, so I feel more like an uncle than an older brother. He's dating a girl that's making him change who he is. He's always been a good kid. Now he's getting into trouble. He's been written up at his job for being late. He's getting close to losing his job because it has caused such a problem. I got him the job, and his boss is a good friend of mine. I clearly see it's because of the influence that she has had on him. She's unemployed and doesn't think anything of it. She's never really worked anywhere more than a few months. She can't keep a job because she won't wake up to go to work. I was sad to see that she was like that, but it's really upsetting to me that she's rubbing off on my brother now, and I'm not sure what I can do about it. They're not married, but they do live together. No kids as of yet, but I'm afraid that will be happening soon. Should I say something to him before that happens? Signed, Concerned Older Brother. That's a tough spot to be in. So I guess part of it is, as his brother, you want to have a heart-to-heart and talk to him and let him know. And I don't even know if you necessarily need to bring her into the picture, because my concern is this: if they do get married and you're saying, hey, I think your girlfriend's a deadbeat, that's going to cause problems in the future if they end up getting married, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So, but what you could do, since you were the one that helped him get the job, you could absolutely...
Since that other gentleman is your friend, you could very easily say, look, you're putting my relationship with my friend in jeopardy by acting the way you're acting, and I need you to...
Yeah, you need to,
be more responsible.
I think you have every right in the world to bring it up on that level. Because even if it was some other reason, if it had nothing to do with this girl, if it was because he started drinking, or if it was because he started some other thing, if there was some other reason that he started having problems at work, I think that you would have every right in the world to have that discussion, since you helped him get that job, and letting him know that, hey, this is going to cause problems for you in the future, but hey, it's also going to cause problems for me. I'm the one that recommended you for this job. So, and maybe you even discuss with him and find out what's going on. I mean, you never used to have these problems. Is what's changed in your life? And let him come to the conclusion. Because I think if you come to the conclusion for him that she's the problem, and your suggestion is that, she be removed, I think there's going to be an issue. I'm concerned for you bringing that up, because if he loves her, I mean, there's not a whole lot. Love is a crazy thing, isn't it, Heidi?
It definitely is.
And it causes a blindness where I've seen people who, they love somebody who has some major issues going on in their life, and they're blind to it because they love them so much they don't see those things. Mm-hmm. And when you are the one that brings that up, all of a sudden you're the wedge between those two, and you're going to be, you already said you guys weren't real close because he's 15 years younger than you. So what's going to be easier for him to do? Distance himself from his distant brother, or distance himself from this girl that he, whether he is or not, thinks he's in love with, and it sounds like he is. I would just be really careful in bringing her into the equation at all. But like I said, if you helped him get the job and his boss is a good friend of yours, just invite him out for, hey, let's go to lunch one of these days, or let's go to dinner one of these days, or whatever. Just you and him have a heart-to-heart and say, what's going on? Man, you never, ever used to be late. That's why I recommended you for this. Now we've got some issues going on, and I'm concerned for you. What do you think?
Agreed.
Any advice that you would give?
Or you could set her up so it looks like she's having an affair with somebody, and get some pictures taken and give them to him, and the problem will take care of itself.
Would you just... Heidi, you always have such devious plans. Would you just stop? You ever wonder what she's doing when you're at work? Now you know. Oh, boy. Don't do Heidi's plan. I'm just saying that's not going to end well for anybody. Who knows? Maybe there is something going on there. Anyway, again, concerned older brother. I get it. I'm an older brother, too. I'm also a younger brother. And I can tell you, I had a conversation with my younger sister one time about something that was way less than this. It was way less than this.
And it didn't end well.
And we didn't talk for like years. She was so mad at me because she took it the wrong way. I mean, I was concerned in a very good way, but she took it the wrong way, and she was mad at me. And seriously, it had to do with her spouse too. So
The photos would have been a better option.
Oh, there was no photos, Heidi. I'm just saying, but I just said something that, this is when, before they were married, I said something that I was concerned about, and she got very upset. And so I'm telling you, don't bring up the girl. Just don't do it. Bad idea. And I'm glad my sister and I are talking again. She lives on the other side of the world, so we don't speak much anymore, but I'm just saying, be really careful. Tread lightly if you're going to bring up this girlfriend, because I think that's not going to end well for you. But again, you have every right to bring up the job because you helped him get the job. So, agree?
Agree.
All right. Concerned older brother. Hopefully that helps. And if you have a question for next week, what kind of question would you like for next week, Heidi? Because, these are, we've been getting these really
Something
serious ones.
fun.
I know. Give me something fun for next week.
There's such a thing as fun problems. Give us
Are there?
some fun problems.
Give us some fun problems for next week. If you have any fun problems going on in
I
your
almost
life.
always have a fun solution anyway,
Yeah, I
but
know.
give us
Yeah.
some fun problems.
She has some solutions that make me nervous. If you've got a fun problem or if you've got any kind of issue, we answer all of them, but we answer one on the air every week. If you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show, and just submit a Dear John letter.